Hey, morning, folks. I wanted to show you something right fast. This is the grafting pliers. And I ended up bending a blade yesterday on a piece of hackberry. I don't know if you can see that or not, but now it doesn't want to cut very well. I did not see that it had a piece of arrowhead, or not an arrowhead, but a field point from a aluminum shaft, and I didn't see it. And when I went to cut, I ended up cutting the end of the the threaded end of the field point. Anyhow, to take this off, I mean, it's such a pain in the butt. I mean, these things seriously are great pliers as far as making self nocks for your arrows, but you've got 4 screws, actually 5. You got the 4 on the edges right there, and then you've got right there on that orange grommet thing there, you've got to take that one out, and then you've got to pop this thing out, and you have to slide. I'm not gonna be able to do this one-handed, I don't think. Let's see if I can. I don't know how I'm gonna set this, but you have to slide this. Well, let me see if I can close this without cutting my fingers off. You've got to slide this. Yeah, I might be able to do it. So you got to slide that out, and then you have 4 more little bitty screws to take out before you can flip this around. Bad thing is, you only get one of these that are about the size that are perfect for a self nock for your arrow. The other ones you end up getting are one this size that's pretty flat. I mean, I'm sure you can make these work. And then this one that's really thin. So like I said, I'm sure you can make them work, but you know, they only come with the 3 blades. I'm sure you can buy the replacement blades off of eBay or something. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take this out, and I'll, show you afterwards. Okay, I'm back. I have decided what I'm going to try to do, being that this is the piece I showed you earlier that has the little mark or part where I hit a field point right here with on a piece of hackberry. What I'm going to try to do is use a rat tail file, because I really don't think that, I mean, I tried to lift it up with a pair of pliers, but I think that it might be something that I can literally just fix this way without having to lose the bracket at all, or the the piece. Well, no, I think it's just going to thin it out. Well, it didn't do too bad. It'll probably work on some softer wood. I won't try it again on any harder wood. But in a pinch, it'll work. So basically, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to flip the thing over. And then just use that side, and then save that banged up side for, an emergency if I have to, in case something happens to the other side. And this thing. Okay, so I'm going to put this piece back together, because I don't think you really want to watch me sitting here fiddling around with this stuff, fumbling around and everything. So I'll turn it back on as soon as I get it hooked back together, and then let you know if it works. Okay, so now I gotta Ooh, well, that actually went on better than the last time. Okay, so when you get these little plugs here, they have nothing, no grooves or anything in them. But as soon as you get your little blade on there that you want, you'll squeeze down tight, and you'll get your it'll form its own little groove in there. So of course you have to do all this while that's open. And just to make things a little faster, close them. Get these 4 little dudes. So I posted a video of these pliers, and I cut some a dry arrow cedar shaft. Well, to be honest with you, I made the comment that I think that these pliers would work for hardwoods as long as they were green. I'm going to take that statement back, because the piece of hackberry that I did was green, and it bended but I ended up hitting a piece of metal in that. But at the same time, that piece of hackberry was pretty close to the size of my pinky, and I forced it. But again, I didn't realize that there was part of a field point in there. So anyhow, as far as greenwood, yes. Hardwood, it will, but will it last? It really depends. I would recommend going ahead and picking up a few more blades off of eBay if you can find them, especially I believe that's the 5mm or something like that is the size, which is, like I said, perfect for a bowstring, and the arrow snaps, or I should say the piece that you've cut, which I have a piece back here that I have cut. I just have to find it right quick. So this piece right here that I have cut on a cedar shaft, this part of the cut literally fits. I mean, it snaps perfect onto an arrow. So I mean, there's a little bit of cleanup that you should probably do. But anyhow, dogwood shafts, smaller shafts that are 11/32, 23/64, that diameter, 3/8. Yes, this will work great as far as trying to cut hedge, saplings, or copacings. No. As far as mulberry, no. So harder woods like that, no. Ash, I didn't try. What I ought to do is get a few more of these blades and then go out into the woods and try it on all the woods that are here in northeast Kansas. But you can get a pair and try it yourself. But anyhow, that's the grafting pliers that I have been using the last few days since I got them, as cutting in some self nocks. Makes it easier. If you're in a survival situation, these things are going to be fantastic, because if you don't have a file or any of that, you just use these. So anyhow, y'all have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next video.